Please don't allow those few people to deceive you that Nigeria is not facing war. Maybe you guys are just knowing it now, but for us in Jos, we've been going through this for more than 10 years. I just want to shorten it like 10 years. If it means more than US will come and scatter Nigeria, I don't know where, even if it will take demons or whatever it is to come and scatter Nigeria, let them come and do it. None of you here has gone through half of what we've been through, even up to this very minute. What exactly do we mean when we say Nigeria is not at war? Must everybody be killed before you know we are at war? We don't sleep in our homes. Our husbands don't even sleep in our houses. That is for the few of us that still have our husbands left. Our brothers have been killed. There's this tweet I made today about a woman who testified like she was sharing how her husband was killed. They were running. This man was able to jump into a pit. They followed him and brought him out. What these people do is that they will shoot you if you don't die by that gun. They are going to drill in a stick into your throat, down to your abdomen until you struggle and die. Haba. Haba. And then you say Nigeria is not at war. We don't even have our villages again. We don't even bury our old in the villages again. You go there, they kill you. Every day we are on the run. Like every day. If the running is not taking place here, it's taking place in another corner. Some months back in Rio, I'm sure you all saw the number of coffins that were taken for burial. You think animals were in that coffin? They were human beings. Nigeria has been at war. Where have all these people been that are saying that US wants to come and steal from us? Steal what exactly? Do you know what these Fulani do to us? They don't only steal from us, they kill us, they rape us. They humiliate you. But the US, will they come and rape? Will they come and enslave you in your own land? Let them come and steal everything and give us peace. Let them come and pack everything and give us peace. Or is it the cry? Every day I sleep on my bed, I hear voices of innocent children crying. You want to hold this one, the other one is crying. You want to help this one, that one is sick. Last 2 weeks, we lost a girl that was suffering from anemia. Where is the government? We did everything possible to ensure that this girl survived it. She couldn't. She lost her parents in the attack. Long before the attack, her mother had died. Then the father was killed during the recent attack in Moshere, Bokos local government. And you want to tell that girl before she died that Nigeria is not at war? You need to come and see where they sleep. Even when the village heads were saying everybody should go back to his village, they refused. Come kill us here, but we are not going back to our villages. There's no network in those villages, no good roads, no network. You want them to go there so that once these Fulani people come, there's no means of communication. They are at the mercy of God. Remember Purity 2023 December attack? That girl, she had her parents killed before her eyes. And do you know how old Purity was? She was less than 5, under 5. It was just God that hid this girl behind the curtains. And she didn't even shout. She's the only survivor. Not just her father and her mother and her siblings. Even her uncle and his own children were killed. They will come, pack your grains. The remaining that is left, they will set it on fire. And finally, Trump is speaking, and some people are saying there's something behind it. Behind what exactly? Then what do you have in front? You that know that there's something behind. On a good day, I would have said, may the same thing happen to you in 1,000 folds. Anybody that is defending this thing. But then we are all humans. I know what we've been through. I know the pain. Like, My grandmother died out of exhaustion. She was running. She died even before they killed her. Pregnant women lost their babies. And for those that had their babies on, they will still slaughter them, bring out that baby alive, and then kill the child. If you go through my wall very well, you see I usually post all of this. And there was one I posted. A Christian guy was held. The way you would kill chicken. You know there's a way you hold the wings together, press the leg, and then slaughter that chicken. That was how they killed this guy. And the only thing they were saying is Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. I don't care whether there are good Muslims or there are no good Muslims. All I know is that those that are doing it are bad Muslims. My apology to all the good Muslims. But whatever it is, you have not come out to denounce it or to debunk whatever these people are doing. So it's more like you don't have the mind to kill, but you support it. Because if you can't speak against something, it means you support that thing. It's been one pain or the other. Plateau, you know what these people do? They will start from one particular place. They don't always come and consume the whole state. No. They start from a small village to a bigger one. They keep encroaching gradually until they finish the entire village. In 2011, or was it 2001, during one of the attacks in Jos, we all ran to our villages, from the city of Jos back to the villages. But you know what? Now you can't even run to your village. They are now the occupants of our villages. These are people, listen to that video I posted today. The woman said when her husband sighted one of them, he said, so it's you that want to kill me? These are people we know. They are not strangers. They are people that are still with us in our communities. I know of my siblings, my cousins that were killed as a result of them identifying their killers. If they escape, they will still come after them and kill them. Sometimes they will even give you the phone. Call the security. Tell them it's this person. Let them come and catch us. What audacity. And yet nothing has been done about it. Every day we keep hearing we're on top of the situation. We're on top of the situation. Please, whatever it takes, let it be done. All we want is peace. It's better I become a slave from a stranger, like under a stranger, than my fellow man making me a slave in my own village or in my own land. We accommodated everybody. We are all humans. We are all Nigerians. Let's stay together. But no, they don't want it like that. They want to take over. Our farmlands are being cultivated by these people. These things have evidences. We treat all of these things. You see them. They will push in their cows into the farms, destroy the farmlands, harvest the one they can go with. And you can't say anything. You talk anyhow, they rape you in the farm and kill you. What is worse than that? One of the useless people was getting married. And we saw them on the bikes, going to do reception in the forest with these bandits. Nothing will be done. My village in particular was ransacked like this. Military came and held everybody to hostage. If they knock on your door, you don't open, they will bring down that door. Search everywhere to ensure that there is no single weapon. Even if these weapons are for self-defense, is when they come that you must have a stick or something now. But the military came and wiped. It took me time to start talking on the space back again. If you notice, for a while, I've been quiet because of the threats. See, some of them are on this space. But you know what? Just like Evangelist Dachomo will say, die na die. Instead of me to keep quiet, Zaire reached out to me. He was like, Ruda, why have you been quiet? I was like, I'm scared. He said, no, don't be scared. Let's talk. So whatever it is, our lives, some of you are far away. You are not even in Nigeria. So you can say anything you want to say. They won't come for you. But for us, if they don't come for me, they will go for my innocent father somewhere in the village or somewhere in Bokos. They still come for us here in Jos. Almost every day I'm on the road to Bokos to see those children. Almost every day. Some days as I'm leaving, I'll say, God, take control, because they lay ambush on people on the way. They have a way of monitoring all of us, like how you view yourself in a mirror. That's how they do. But you know what? We'll keep talking. The day you don't hear from some of us, fine. But at least we've said something. And keep saying, no, the US people should not come. They should not do what? No wahala. One day, there will not be space for you people to hold and then listen to us. It's time we all wake up. Remember, it started from the north. The middle belt is now spreading down to the south, to the wherever it is. They are on a mission. The earlier we realize it, the better for us. I know how many times we've cried on spaces. We want to talk, we'll just burst into tears. Badamwa, it's well. Thank you.
All right. You know, she's my fellow Middle Beltan. I don't personally live there, but she does. And so it's always very helpful to hear from Rhoda. She also has a nonprofit. And so she's right in the middle of the whole situation. Thank you, Rhoda. It's really sad. For those, let me say this before I go to k1llings, I believe. The first one to for those who are saying that like your narrative about this issue, you're just focused on we should be careful about America. We should be careful. I'm saying this on the backs of what Rhoda just said. You know, let's be cautious. You know, what are they really interested in? Wale Adefarasin, the brother of Paul Adefarasin, for those who know who I'm talking about, was in his church this Sunday preaching about Western hegemony and coming for your resources and all that bullshit. This guy is a pastor. He's a pastor. He was preaching in his church. Right? You know, these pastors that are just forming opinion, talking heads because you're in the South? Like, I don't understand. Like, what the heck? You know, rare earth minerals and oil. I don't understand. Like, so let's just speak like these are elites. Let's leave them alone. Minerals and the resources. How has it been working for you? How is your life? How has it impacted? We're talking about a government that does not care about your existence. And here you are, forming gatekeeper for resources that don't mean shit to you and your existence. Who gives a fuck if America comes in and takes away the fucking resources? Just so we can stay alive. That's what Rhoda just talked about. Just so we can be alive. These resources don't mean anything to us. They don't mean anything to us. The small land that we even have to farm, they have sacked us. They are snatching our lands. If we fight back, an order will come from the top to release these people. Local vigilantes that will arrest these people. One phone call, they'll be like, let them go. If they kill them, you are going to be facing a death sentence. We are talking about being treated as a second-class citizen in your country. These resources, what has it done for you? No, what has it really, really done for you? We have crony capitalist political plunderers who have hijacked our country and they're rubbing it in our faces. They're banishing their loot. They drag their children along in our faces. Like they're taking over. So what are you gaining from the resources? What are you gaining? Hey, America is still the number one producer of crude oil. Venezuela has the largest reserves, right? So, like, America is not the number one exporting partner of Nigeria. When we export our crude oil, these are some facts for some of you guys. We export to China, number one. We export to India, number two. I believe America comes third on that list. America does not even get its gas from Nigeria. It doesn't get its gas from Nigeria. It gets its gas from someplace else. Right? Now, Nigeria's reserves is roughly 37 billion barrels. America has more. Okay, you can say, okay, maybe they want to steal the small that the one we have and add to their own. Okay, maybe. You can make that case. But America is not even doing business with LNG. Now what? Right? So, I believe that Nigeria, you could make the case that Nigeria is very strategic in the war on terror, which is where my concern really lies. Like Jimmy was making that case, right? You don't want a destabilized Nigeria. We are already at war. You're talking about invasion. We have already been invaded. Have you seen those guys on motorbikes brandishing their weapons openly? Man, when I saw that image, I was scared shitless. Imagine after they finished their celebratory thing that they were doing. I'm thinking, my goodness, there's only one place for them to go. They will come south. Once they march south from Katsina State, they're going to come down south. Middle belt. My heart sank when I saw that image. A terrorist is openly doing a press conference in Nigeria. Openly. They're sticking microphones in their faces, brandishing weapons. We are already invaded. In Kwara State, there are local governments in Nigeria that are controlled by terrorists, right? Collecting tax. What are you guys talking about? We are already invaded. We are under invasion. So Nigeria is strategic in the sense that, especially in the Sahel region, you don't want a destabilized Nigeria. Because if Nigeria is completely gone, 230 million people, where are we going to go? Which country is going to take us? Think of the domino effect of that happening in the sub-region, and even you're trying to stem migration through the Sahara to the Mediterranean to Europe. Wow. Look, you have your job cut out for you should Nigeria fall apart. So America needs a stable Nigeria. The West needs a stable Nigeria. Enough already. We're not asking for too much. Protect the lives of citizens. And I've always offered some solutions here, right? We don't just criticize. I say, if you are serious about really fixing this issue, why you dance around the politics of the issue, what I describe as the insecurity industrial complex, with so much money, how about you create a buffer zone? You move the farmers. You move them from the IDP camps. You move them back into their ancestral land, right? You create a buffer zone, provide security for them, let them go to work and do what they do best. You're talking about fighting inflation, overhead inflation, food inflation. That is your solution right there, but because you don't care. You just want to lie and deceive and churn out fake numbers with your stupid MBS so that you can look good in the eyes of the world. That's what you want to do. It's a shame.
So, guys, you guys have heard it. This story is really touching. I know that there are more other incidents, there are more other events that has already happened that she couldn't even talk about because the thing is too much. She can't just say everything from her head. This is number one witness in the country because she's based in Plateau there, and these people are the ones that can tell you what is happening on ground. Like, this is not about media. These are the people that, if you really want the truth, first-hand information, go there and listen to Rhoda. It's really, really sad, but the APC government, they will come outside and say that it is farmer headers clash. They will say that it is a misunderstanding between communities. They will just, in fact, they own the media. They own the media, and that is why you and I own the media more than them. Because when they realize that a lot of people are tweeting, a lot of people are posting the same thing different from what the ABC media are posting, then we will know that yes, truly, this government is full of propaganda, because a lot of people still do not know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government always pay the mainstream media to fabricate news in order to suit them, in order for people, Nigerians, to think that they are doing their work, that they are serving the people. Of recent, we have all seen how the Nigerian army, the Nigerian police, navy, they started releasing pictures, of events of the soldiers going into the terrorist camp to 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 finish them, to take them out. Meanwhile, most of these stories, they are old stories. So these people, they're just recycling the gist. You can just imagine. But trust Nigerians now, we are very, very good at digging. We are good at digging old news. And then we found out that some of the news that they are bringing out, it happened earlier this year. But because Donald Trump has come out to say, see, if you people do not move very fast, we are coming in and we don't need your permission. For those people who are saying that Donald Trump, the US government needs Nigerian permission before they can invade the country, it's like you people, I don't know what did happen. I don't know. You really need to go back and read their AUMF. Yes, they call it AUMF policy, because they don't need permission to enter into Nigeria when it is war. They don't need permission. So it's really, really sad that the Nigerian government is allowing foreigners, allowing another countries to tell them how to fix this insecurity in the country, to tell them how to put things in place. And some people are still out there saying that we don't need help, that we can do it ourselves, we can solve our problem. You can solve your problem, and you haven't done so. You think the US government is foolish that they will back off because you say you can solve your problem, and at the end of the day, you will not solve it. You will just be beating around the bush. You know, you start paying the mainstream media to start recycling old news that the soldiers, the army have cleared terrorists and that. Meanwhile, you people will allow. I'm very sure that what the government plans to do, what APC government plans to do now, is to meet with those terrorists. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they know what they do. They know how they do it behind the door. They will go and then they will evacuate them, maybe to, I don't know, maybe to a particular state. Maybe they'll tell them to go back to Boronu, or they will send them outside Nigeria. I don't just know how to, but what I know is, what I believe, and I know a lot of people believe, is that they are going to make them halt the oppression. They are going to make them stop the attack. You understand? Because any other attack, maybe like 2 or 3 other attacks, I think US will come in, and it won't be funny at all, at all. Tinubu, they talk about coup. Now this one, double coup. Now it won't happen. So anyway, we continue to pray for a new Nigeria. We continue to pray. If this is the only way the US government can come in to help us, so be it.